Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Today is February 16th. Normally, I would be fast asleep right now, trying to catch up on some sleep, but my work decided that they're going to send me to a conference this week. It's President's Day, I think. I'm bad at history, don't judge me. I am on my way to Nashville for a conference. So, of course, I'm a crocheter, so I'm going to bring yarn. Let's show you what we're taking. I'm currently recording another video that's doing, well, actually two. Don't know if they're gonna go out before or after this one, so you'll just have to see. Currently working on Anchor the Octopus, so that's one of my videos. And then I'm also prepping for a market, which is on February 28th, so less than 2 weeks right now. I am bringing Anchor with me. I have all of the legs done right now, like the bobble stitch part. I just have to make the back of the legs and attach them. And then I'm also bringing, this is literally my entire yarn stash. Bringing green so I can make some frogs. There is my Anchor colors. And then I also think I am going to make the K-pop Demon Hunters. I bought the pattern. So I have the white body color and then some gold here for accents. You thought that was all. Joke's on you. Just kidding. That is not all I'm bringing. We also have some scrunchy yarn here. This is watercress from Juicy Couture. I am also bringing some Lily Sugar and Cream because I want to make a market bag. But wait, there's more. There's also some Bernat velvet in there so I can make possums. Will I use all of this yarn? No, there's no way. But I didn't want to make a micro strip because I'm not going to have a car, so it's going to be expensive to Uber. And I wanted to challenge myself and see how much I get done because I don't have as much as I want for my market. So I'm hoping I can use this time, like when I'm back in the hotel after the conference, and kind of relax and wind down for the day. Waiting on my husband to get home right now, and then we're going to go to the airport. My flight's already delayed. For some reason, I've never flown Southwest before. I'm on the standby list, and I don't know how. I didn't book this flight, my job did for me, so I don't know if it's just something on where my job booked it. I'm checking a bag, and like most of my yarn is in that bag, and that's like the only thing I'm concerned about. All of that's going in my check bag, and if I'm not on the flight, my stuff's going to Nashville without me, so we'll see how it goes. I already got a text this morning that the flight's like 30 minutes delayed more than it was. We are not off to a great start yet, but I'll keep checking it. Well, hello from my hotel room. I got absolutely zero footage in both airports because today was just a nightmare. My flight ended up getting delayed. My husband and I were getting breakfast this morning, and then I was checking like the flight status just to kind of make sure what gate and all that good stuff. And then I happened to look, and the flight was supposed to leave at 11 and it said 2. And my coworker and I were on the same flight, so I texted her. I was like, hey, have you seen that our flight delayed until 2? And she texted me back and she's like, mine still says 11. So I'm kind of like, what's happening? Oh, I did get a seat, so I'm here. I kept checking, and then it said it was delayed to 2. So I refreshed it again, and then it went back to 11. My husband was able to track like the plane and see that it left Baltimore late, so I think they just delayed it until 2 as like a precaution. We didn't end up leaving until close to noon, and then Nashville's an hour behind, so we got here at noon again. The pilots came on and they were like, we're gonna try to get there as fast as possible, and they really did. I ended up getting a middle seat between 2 big shouldered dudes, so I'm just sitting there curled up the entire time. I ended up napping. I was watching some Netflix and then I napped. I started my market bag. I've been sitting here crocheting since I got here. Been watching TV, and my coworker and I are gonna go get dinner later. I will check back in once I have more progress. Hello, checking back in. Today is Tuesday. It's been a long day. I was at the conference all day today from 8 to 5, and it was pretty much just policy change talk and all this kind of like stuff that was meant for managers. it was exhausting. I didn't get back to the hotel room until like 6. I was on the phone with my husband and my sister-in-law. I was crocheting, and here's progress so far on my bag. I'm on row 24, I think, out of 32. I'm gonna bring it with me tomorrow because I have some downtime between like presentations, so we'll see if I can get some crocheting in. I'm exhausted. It was a very long day. Sitting here watching Kelsey, and I'm gonna wind down and go to bed. So, see you tomorrow. Hello and happy Friday. Wait, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday. I just got out of the shower, so sorry, hair's all crazy. And I'm also sorry if you can hear the AC running. I've been having problems with it since I got here, but it finally decided to work today, and I leave on Saturday, but whatever. Anyways, today wasn't really a long day. I got back to the room at like 4, and then I decided I was gonna go bowling, so I went and did that, and then now I'm back in the room. And I wanted to do a little haul, so if you are not in prosthetics, none of this stuff is gonna be interesting to you, but I want to show you it anyway because I think it's cool. So let's get into it. When we got here, they gave us these cool little totes. So it's like a collapsible tote. It's got a little thing in there to stiffen it up at the bottom, but we got that, so probably we'll use it for yarn at some point. All right, so now all of the fun stuff that we've gotten. So what this is like it's a conference, but it's also like where the prosthetic and orthotic brands kind of like advertise to people. So they're always giving away samples because they want their name to be out, and like so clinics know, hey, this is what we offer, here's something with our name on it, so it kind of like triggers that memory, like, hey, I saw this at the conference. Got a little like cooling towel and then a cloth bag. I ended up getting like some sticky notes, stickers, some notepads, and then one of the companies was giving away these koozies, so I got this one and this one. I got a really cool cup that's like, it's metal, and they're like, it's gonna keep your drink cold forever, so we'll see. Cool little notepad for when you're doing like spinal braces. They gave us this nice water bottle, and then literally you can never have too many tape measures, so got a bunch of those. Got some chapstick. This is for prosthetic adjustments, and these are like the best tool to have, so they gave us a bunch of these. Got a lot of chapstick. You can never have too much of that. And then literally, I think I counted and it was like 14 pens. So again, you can never have too many pens. Got a little tape measure, and then this is a shoehorn for prosthetic feet. And then look at all this little like 3D printed stuff they gave us. So like this is an ankle brace. There's a company called Bulldog. They gave us these little like 3D printed bulldogs. I think they're so cool. And then I got one that's like a little prosthetic hand. And then my favorite thing out of this whole thing is this fan. So let me show you how it works. Look at this thing. It's so convenient. So it's got like Type-C and lightning. Like, it is literally the best thing ever. I wish I had brought it with me when I went bowling because I could have used it because that place had like no AC. But I think this is like my favorite thing I've gotten at the conference. But you're not here to see all my little goodies. You're here to see me market prep. I think I'm gonna shift gears. I ended up getting most of my bag done. I just have to do the handles and do like the single crochet border. I think I'm gonna switch gears tonight because I need to get like some little cheaper items done because it's Thursday. I got here on Monday, and the only thing I've worked on is my bag because I really haven't had time to like crochet. Like last night, I didn't get back to the room until like almost 9, and then pretty much had to shower and go straight to sleep because today was an early morning too. I'm gonna shift gears. I've got a Passionate Kelsey video I've been watching since Monday. Now I like every time I watch it, I get tired and I go to sleep. We are going to watch that. I'm gonna crochet some frogs probably. I didn't bring any stuffing or eyes because I was like, I don't want to deal with that, so I'll just, you know, put eyes on them and stuff them when I get back, but at least they're crocheted, so let's do that together. For my frogs, I used to use Big Twist Posh. I don't remember the color name of it, but I have since switched to Premier Parfait Chunky. This is the color Key Lime. I just decided to switch to Premier just because Joanne, RIP, or girl. I know Michaels has it, but my Michaels doesn't really stock it that much. I just ended up switching to this. Still kind of up in the air on what yarn I want to use. Like, I don't know whether to switch to like Premier Basic and Bernat Blanket or keep like the, I think this is what, a 4-weight or technically a 5. They call this a 6-weight. I would disagree. I would say it's like a 5, but I still don't know what yarn to use really. I have a few skeins of this, but not like all the colors, so I'm just using my stash at the moment. But let's get some frogs. Also wanted to add that this is a free pattern on Instagram. It's called the No Sew Pocket Frog. It's by Lacromi. I sell these for like $5 because they don't take me that long to make, and kids really seem to love them, so that's what I price them at. That's just what works for me, so let's get going.
Survivor. I wouldn't say I'm like a massive survivor, and I get into it as a farmer. So maybe we'll use this one. Maybe this will be the first to go.
I also wanted to come on because I haven't made this pattern in a while, and I was crocheting up until round 3, and I was like, the math is not mathing here. If you go to the creator's Instagram, there's like a extra stitch in the pattern, so make sure you follow that because I didn't, and I literally took this apart like 3 times. Like I said, I haven't made this in a while, so don't get frustrated, just follow my advice, I guess, or don't, whatever you want to do. That's up to you, it's your prerogative, but figured I'd say some headache. So I finished 2 little froggies so far. I'm starting to get tired. I didn't think I was gonna get tired, but now I am. So I'm gonna try to crank out a 3rd one, but if not, I may just start it and then go to sleep. I don't have an early day tomorrow. I don't have to be over there until like 10. So maybe I'll wake up with my alarm, try to see if I can get another 1 or 2 done. Or work on my bag. We'll see, but there's an update for now. Hello and happy Friday. I know it doesn't look like 24 whole hours have passed, but 24 whole hours have passed. Same after shower look before I go to bed. Kind of sad that I go home tomorrow. Like, not sad that I'm going home, but kind of sad that it was a new city and I didn't really get to see much because I was at the conference. I really thought I was going to have more free time, but I didn't. So that's kind of what we're working with now. So at the conference they had us do this like scavenger hunt. So they give you a little passport book and then you have to go around to like 25 tables and ask them like a trivia question, and then at the end you turn that in to the convention hosts. And then they did a drawing today and they were giving away a free night at the convention hotel, free membership, and then some Visa gift cards, and I ended up winning the free night at the hotel. So my husband and I were talking about coming back to kind of see all of Nashville, so now we have a place to be able to do that. But so I'm happy for that. I was very surprised because I didn't think I was going to win anything, and like you had to be there when they did the drawing to win, and I was like, I gotta go just in case. And literally the first prize, I was the first name they called, and I was just like, oh god. So yeah, that happened. I am very thankful and still kind of in shock that, you know, I got picked, but oh well. Just got done packing, so everything's kind of all clean now versus what it was yesterday. I did only make 2 frogs yesterday, and then I decided to work on my bag. I know. Don't yell at me. My bag was just sitting there on the other side of the bed, literally right there. It's been sleeping next to me at night, and it was whispering to me and telling me to work on it, so sorry. Plan is to make another frog or 2 tonight, work on my bag a little bit. It's currently 8:41 p.m. I'm gonna try to crochet for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then we gotta get on a plane to go back home tomorrow, so we will see how that goes. I had to pack all of my like stuff from the convention in my suitcase, and I'm like crossing my fingers and toes it's not overweight because I feel like it's going to be and then I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm taking out of my suitcase. Literally dumping my suitcase on the airport floor, stuffing stuff into my carry-on and my personal item. So we'll see how that goes. Let's sit down and watch some YouTube, relax, and crochet.
Along with Big Twist Party. This is the color Nighttime. No, High Tide, sorry. What's that say out? Along with this, which is Karen's.
Good morning, friends. It's finally Saturday. I'm going home today. Just got my room packed up, and now I am about to go downstairs and wait for my Uber to get here. Last night I did end up finishing 2 of those frogs, and then I worked on my bag, so let me show you. It's still attached, but here's my bag progress so far. I have like 5 or 6 rows, I think, the handles and the outside of the bag to go, so I'm gonna work on that while I'm waiting for the Uber. And I brought scrunchie yarn, so I might work on that while I'm like waiting to board, because my flight's not until like 11:30, but I don't know if my suitcase is overweight, so I figured I'd get there early to try to figure out if I need to take stuff out of it and stuff it in my backpack or my carry-on somewhere. So we will see, but I'll try to get some footage in the airport, but if not, I will see you when I get back. Friends, well, it's Sunday afternoon, and I hope I look as rough as I feel on camera, because I don't know what has happened, but when I got home yesterday, I crashed. We went to run an errand after I got home, so like we landed at 2:30ish and then didn't get home until around 4, and then left again to run an errand. I fell asleep in the car on the way to the store. I was asleep in the car on the way back, and y'all, we got home around 5. I went straight to bed, and I woke up at 10, came downstairs because my phone charger was still in my backpack and suitcase. Like, I literally just dropped everything. I went upstairs and went to sleep, and I didn't wake up until 10 o'clock again this morning. I am so tired. I don't know why. Maybe it was only an hour difference in time, so I don't know if like jet lag or something. I don't know, but I'm still exhausted. I even took a nap today. Took like an hour and a half nap today at around 1, and it's almost 6 o'clock right now, but wanted to come on. And yes, I'm in the same shirt from yesterday, my bad. I did this so I could know what video I was filming, because I have like multiple going at the same time. Let's do a recap of everything I crocheted over my conference, because that's what this whole video was about. I finished my bag. I still have to weave in my end. It is finished. I kind of wish, like, the video, you can do like a 32 to 40 rounds of the mesh. I wish I had done 40, because I feel like this is a small bag, but looking out on camera it looks different, but it's definitely smaller in real life. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. This is the first one I've ever made, and I think it turned out great. Like, the pattern was super easy to follow. I highly recommend. I did bring Anchor with me, but I did not get to work on him. I ended up making one scrunchie on the plane. I don't know what happened. I finished my bag on the plane, and normally I sleep on plane rides, but for this one I didn't. I finished the bag, ended up making one scrunchie, and then I made one frog on the plane and 4 frogs in the hotel. So I just have to stuff these and add eyes and finish the last round, because they're not done. But that is my haul, and that's everything I crocheted while I was away on a conference. Disappointed, because I thought I was gonna have more free time and, you know, time to sit in the hotel and crochet, but I mean, in the grand scheme, I got a lot done. Like, I pretty much started this bag while I was gone, so I'd say to finish this and then be able to do these other little things is pretty good, but what can you do? The market is next Saturday, so I have some more prepping to do, but that's gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe if you would ever so kindly do so. I'm gonna go get ready for bed because I'm tired again. I will see you in the next one. I'll probably be doing another market prep video and a how much I made market recap, whatever, we'll see. But see you later.